hate to break the fishing news after Chuck, but I'd like to speak about the ice hockey.
Congratulations. You're one of the 13 listeners of the Real Life Podcast.
We just traded a migraine in for like an orgasm.
Might want to mark that down.
Yep.
All of my projects are on schedule until they're not.
A member of the Nation Network of Podcasts.
About as funny as we're going to get today.
The answer's not as good as you would hope.
Oh, what's the question?
How does the sign look behind it?
Neon sign? But I know how I need to fix it. Welcome into Real Life.
It needs to go up a bit.
No.
Can't have a guy in the seat block it.
This is not going to be how the seats are set up for Owen every day.
Oh, it's a different perspective.
Yeah. It's this chair isn't here and this chair's moved over a bit. So I do have it sorted out, but what we need is I need to get black construction paper and paste it to the back because the issue is that there's the light reflecting behind the sign that's drowning it out.
Interesting.
I do think that'll help.
It looked good.
Because like in real life, it's very vibrant, but on looking on the screen, it's washed out.
Yeah.
So I think that'll help.
In real life, I thought you meant in the show on the screen.
Well, both actually.
But you meant actually in real life.
In real life and on real life.
Damn, the double entendre to death.
I feel like in sync right now. Band's back together.
Ha!
Yeah.
It's been like, I think 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
What is
Usher is doing Super Bowl. I was so subscribed to your
that.
instinct.
I thought it was
Did
going to
they
be
just say
NSYNC
that?
for sure.
Wait, they just said they
thought
announced
for
it?
sure.
I am shocked as shit because Usher sucks. Nobody's happy. No one
Usher?
cares. Wow.
Think about
all the
your
guesses.
20s.
Oh, don't be wrong.
No, that's garbage.
But like this day and age, are you like, oh shit?
Well,
nobody's thought of Usher in years.
but you don't remember the D floor because you weren't old enough.
And
like if comes on, I'm going to start to boogie.
Like Usher was the anthem of many great dance parties.
Do you look forward to Usher?
No. Not like I did with like the SoCal.
But we make this mistake. We do this all the time. We forget the bangers they have. Like when you think of the Killers, do you think like the Killers would have been a good choice?
Yes, Mr. Brightside would have been electric.
Right.
Mr. Brightside in Stadium.
So you can think of that song and then maybe another. They probably have 6 or 7 that would absolutely play at a halftime.
I'm a big Killers guy, so I thought that'd be a good choice.
And so like Usher,
were they in the discussion? I
don't know. I thought like when I start see NSYNC popping up everywhere, I was just like, they're doing it.
Yeah,
like,
it made sense.
Usher can dance. Let's not kid ourselves.
Maybe Usher brings out NSYNC.
I just feel like they're crescendoing at the right time to be like Super Bowl album. Maybe they come flying out of the ground and Usher's like, shit. He does like a moonwalk around him. You never know.
DJ got us falling in love.
That's a huge track.
Love in the club.
Yeah, honestly.
Usher probably dances better than everybody but Chris.
Do you think he'll go slow and do nice and slow in some of his old ones?
Water will fall on him at some
Without
point.
You with David Guetta, that one bangs.
You remind me of a girl I once knew. There's a lot of good Usher songs.
Confession. You should do that one. You should come out of the ground.
He might start with that.
And they could do like a roll call of all the players who've been caught cheating in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
And
he makes me want to leave the one I'm with.
and he dances to Confession about cheating.
How You Remind Me is a good bang. Like he's got a lot of bangers.
I'm
I
not
just feel
saying
like
that Usher is not an unbelievable musician.
I just feel like it's been too long.
Shit about seeing him when it could have been NSYNC.
Could have been NSYNC.
Joey Fatone can't hold it together much longer.
I know
like
his shelf life is
there's
a shrinking window for him to do this.
I watched the NSYNC Hot
because he's
Ones
going to pivot to Santa Claus here shortly.
Totally could. He
More
and
Ross
Chris
good for
Kirkpatrick.
Santa than for
Santa
Joey.
Claus 3.
Then he has to keep the beard all year round.
Maybe they're doing a Christmas album, and that's what they're. That's
think,
where the money is.
Maybe.
Do you think you lose 45-year-old plus more with Usher or NSYNC? Because like 45 and under, they're going to like Usher. They're going to like NSYNC. They're going to probably feel more with NSYNC because that was kind of when we were in our early 20s, late teens, I guess.
Yeah, but Usher is like you threw down Usher.
Same exact time period.
Yeah.
Like it stars for the same demo.
Like I used to jump on the dance floor and do the bye buys, but that's not going to. No lady wants to see that. They want to see how I grind to Usher.
Yes.
If they would dance with me.
But you know that he'll do the move where he spins his chain around his neck, which is one of the top 5 moves.
Doesn't he have any songs with JT, with Justin Timberlake?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, because that would be like, why would he bring out NSYNC? Just they don't have like a collaboration.
Just because we said so.
Because
that's our narrative.
They have a song called "If I Want It."
So they have a song for the Trolls movie because that's what it takes to get NSYNC back together. Money.
Yep.
No, just a good film.
Money. Oh, why don't we really like Trolls?
Strong piece of art.
And then they started talking about they're going to put another single out and maybe they're going to put an album out in the spring. I was like, well, this is going to build up very nicely. You do the Super Bowl, you shoot out of the ground, everybody goes, hot shit, NSYNC, and then you throw a new album out.
See, I saw a report this morning, and that must have just literally been announced, Usher, on the
It was yesterday.
Okay, because I saw a post, and it must have been from yesterday morning, where it was like, it could be an NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, like, I don't know, name the next most famous one besides Menudo.
Yes, I thought it was going to be a K-pop one. Are you fucking kidding
Should be
me?
Psy.
Well, you'd lose a lot of people with the K-pop one.
Have you seen the videos? Like, there's a
band in the world, Chalmers. You just lost
I
me.
get that.
There's a video going around social right now of Psy popping up from underneath the stage. Yeah. That stadium is banging when Psy hits the stage.
Man.
Yeah, I was like, he actually might be too big for the Super Bowl.
I can't imagine the Venn diagram.
According to
for
Chalmers, he
NBA.
does. Sigh. Huh?
The NBA the NFL and the BTS Venn diagram is probably
BTS has more fans than the NFL. That's how it works.
Exactly.
They do, man.
You grow the game in Korea.
It's crazy how popular K-pop can be at the top.
I wouldn't be as excited for them as Usher. That's for sure.
That's fair.
I would have preferred Usher and Friends, you know?
I would like
we
Creed.
don't know.
It could
I
be.
would like Creed back.
Missy Elliott will probably come out.
Aren't they back?
Now.
Bring him out. Show me at halftime.
Aren't they back? I thought they're Creed.
I thought
back.
Scott Stapp
back.
got a bunch of plastic surgery and went bananas.
Well, he's in his Mickey Rourke era as well. I'd say.
I saw him singing at a Dallas Cowboys halftime show.
That was in the,
And
Bring him out
the
for
aughts.
Super Bowl. They're
Was it?
ready.
that was in like the.
It was
That the
electric.
peak America. As good
He
as
was
it got.
not singing.
Yeah, Scott Stapp is in his Mickey Rourke era, and Mickey Rourke is in his Michael Myers from Halloween.
You saw that too, hey?
Yeah.
His hairline is like
Wild.
super wild.
And he's
It's
pulled
way-
back tight.
Yeah. And he is the same color as Mike Myers
Yeah.
and like smooth.
Yeah.
Like
Very
Mike
the
Myers
mask.
and the Love
Very, very
Guru,
smooth.
or
Like Michael Myers, the killer from the movies where he's a killer.
Yeah.
Like Austin Powers?
Halloween, right? Are they called Halloweens? Yeah. From the Halloween movies.
Speaking of NFL and pop culture,
Sure.
Taylor Swift.
If you believe that she is dating, what's his name?
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
If you think that this is real, you are an idiot.
So why?
Why?
Because
She
I
doesn't, she
believe.
doesn't need help.
I say give love a chance, but
She doesn't need help. No, but no. If you're Taylor Swift, you're a genius at like writing a storyline while on tour. So she's had the one boyfriend when the tour started. Everyone's like, what? That guy? No, you didn't. And then she's like, I broke up with him. And it's like, hooray. And that's like episode, like tour stop 10 through 18. She's causing earthquakes on every single city she's visiting, right? And now she's coming to the continental US to tour. And halfway through the tour, how do you re-pump the fucking...
Yeah.
You get
need
her
the
on
drama.
Sunday Night Football. And then you have the big mustache guy be like, that's my girl. Everyone's like, what? And it's not true.
I'm with Travis Kelce. I'm in.
I fully endorse the relationship.
It's like when
I'm into
Lamar Odom
There-
claimed to be
So
dating.
how did he shoot his shot?
he saw her at a concert.
Yeah.
And her fan base sort of has a thing with like friendship bracelets.
He
And
pulled high market research 6 years ago with Taylor Swift's people, and they slotted him in for a 3-month span starting 3 days ago.
and he like gave her a friendship bracelet, but then the report was that like it didn't go over well, or like she.
How'd he give it to her?
How do we know these facts? Why are these being released to
'Cause-
fucking
yeah.
newspapers?
Yeah.
Good point. And apparently, like, you know, didn't go anywhere. But then magically, a couple months later, which maybe this ties into Wanye's thing, it was leaked that they are texting each other and have been seeing each other quietly.
But his brother was talking about it on their podcast. and
3
shit.
reasons why I believe Wanye is correct.
Number one.
Okay. Number one,
Go ahead.
you go into the box with Mrs. Kelce, you're wearing a Kansas City Kelce jersey. If you're the girlfriend, if you guys are an actual item,
Yeah.
exactly, it would be telling. Then you would just be like, okay, but she
What was she
wore a
wearing?
red and a white shirt. She wore a white t-shirt
It was
with
a
a
Chiefs.
red
It said
pullover
it was-
sweater.
yeah,
going
it was
incognito.
Chiefs,
Too early in the
No,
relationship
it's
to wear the
so-
jersey.
Exactly, like,
that's
that's-
6 weeks from now per the arc.
Number
No
two,
significant other of a pro sports player wears their jersey. They usually
She's
have,
gonna
like, apparel.
she's gonna show up in his jersey,
when
Chalmers.
they're brand new, and you want people to know that you're dating a player.
But
You wear
she's
his
the
They're
jersey.
not dating
remember.
yet. They're not dating yet.
Remember
Chalmers.
who's the catch?
Here's the reveal for the jersey. She's going to be shown 6 weeks from now at halftime. She's going to turn around. The jersey's on. She's going to hold a Mountain Dew logo out to the camera. And we'll be like, oh, she's wearing a jersey?
No, what's going to
Mountain
happen
Dew?
is Travis Kelce is going to change his last name to Swift, and he's going to start hitting the field.
And
in
they
a
just
Swift
made
jersey.
$12 million from Mountain Dew.
Number two, they are shown walking out of the stadium together.
Yeah.
They are super awkward.
Not hand
They're
holding.
not hand holding.
Low
They're not
hands.
even touching.
They're low hands.
Yeah, everybody's watching though. Do you want to hold hands in that
He had his hand all weird and
circumstance?
low near
His look on his face was exactly the look I would
they
give.
don't want to give. They
if
don't want
I
to
was
give.
trolling
They
everybody.
are
don't
not
want-
for sure dating.
They don't want to give the people what they want to see.
Number
I
three.
believe in you. I
They are
believe in love.
contractually obligated to give the people what they want to
That's
see
the handling.
over a 10-week arc.
They're trying to still be secret
They're
while
whetting
being very
your
public.
appetite. They have a song coming out in 93 days.
They're going to have a child in 3 weeks.
her vinyl that she pressed about
There will
their
be a
breakup.
baby.
Their
There will be a
breakup?
Kelce baby.
You have to get vinyl records made like 100 days in advance. So she's already written the breakup song with Kelce and it's being pressed to vinyl. They're 93 days out from the breakup. I assure you, the vinyl will be spectacular.
Did you guys see this video of him standing on the sidelines looking around? And then, oh, there you go. And you can see he mouths the words, damn, she's right there. And then he laughs. So maybe, I don't know.
No,
Maybe you're
what's
right.
number
Maybe
three?
this is a
Okay,
setup.
Number three.
Go ahead.
Why they're driving out of the parkade and they're in a convertible.
Yeah.
And the only reason you do that when she leaves everywhere in popcorn
The Pope Mobile.
boxes,
Yeah, man.
she leaves in she is in
Musical
wardrobe
equipment,
cases.
yes.
The whole joke is that she leaves and comes to everywhere in like these most inconspicuous ways.
I've never
Now
heard
she's
this.
going
But
in a
now she's
convertible like
driving
JFK.
out
That's what love
of the
does.
stadium.
The guard is
in
down.
a convertible.
It's because she's shooting a music video for Apple Plus.
Did you
is
hear?
all
Did you hear
music
that they
video.
rented out a restaurant after the game to go party at afterwards with the whole team and everything?
Hardee's.
The Hardee's.
Spent
Yeah,
$7 million for the product placement.
heard it was a nice Applebee's.
Hardee's.
Yeah,
Oh my
I don't believe it. I hate to be a cynic about things like this, but I just don't believe
Don't
it.
believe in love.
I believe in love. I believe this is a blossoming relationship that will soon end in a banger of an album.
I'm with Baggedmilk.
Kim Kardashian and that guy from SNL. That was real.
Pete Davidson?
That was real.
Well, that's because I mean that guy's roster is impressive.
He's killed everything under the sun.
Yeah,
But
my boy's got mojo.
the fact that she's already sitting with the mom,
Okay,
I know. It's a little rushed.
like, oh, we're not together, but my mom is sitting with her. I don't know.
But yeah. But like,
Suppose a super celebrity, like
she needs to be in a box. And
mom's
obviously her
probably
mom wants to
excited.
hang out with Taylor Swift.
exactly.
My son doing okay.
Exactly.
He's with Tay Tay.
Imagine Connor, and I'm pro Lauren Kyle till the grave. But imagine Connor dated some superstar and
Like
then she came to
Zendaya?
Edmonton.
And she's like showing up at
Do you know how
Oilers
annoying
games.
we would be to them?
It'd be bad.
Oh my God.
Did you hear the story that Tyson Berry told about his wedding?
Yes.
Where there was a wedding crasher.
Yeah.
A couple guys got in past security and they're out on the D floor. And then they started taking videos of Connor,
Dancing?
which I would like to see those
Yeah,
videos.
that's what
if
my
you're those
first
people,
thought was.
first off.
His invasion of privacy is secondary.
Yeah.
Where is that video?
Listen,
But then, so Barry's
Go ahead.
agent was like, "Oh shit, these guys do not belong here." Walked up and was like, "Hey, like, how do you guys know the bride and groom? Like, whatever." And these two guys look at Barry's agent and go, "We're his agent's cousins."
really?
Yeah, he goes, "No."
And Travis Kelce's totally
by the way, you're
dating Taylor
fired.
Swift.
That's you should fire his agent.
Yeah, you can't let those videos of Connor dancing out. I know what I look like dancing at 1 a.m. at a wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah, those can't come out.
Darnell Nurse is a good dancer.
Well, he's got the rhythm. Connor doesn't look like he's got rhythm.
Wow, I can't imagine. But he's also got extreme physical control. If he wanted to fake being a good dancer,
I don't know. I think he's too awkward.
Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see the rhythm inside him.
I bet you Leon's a good dancer.
oh yeah.
But
That
No, I bet
Euro
they're very
style.
like robotic and like quick jerky moments. Quick
Like
jerky
an episode of
movements.
Yeah,
Sprockets.
Leon only does the robot.
Yeah, it's very efficient in his movement.
Leon comes back every year better looking.
He's fucking devastatingly
The
handsome.
money is
Devastating.
he's just
He is a handsome son
his
of a bitch.
hair
that guy.
gets more vibrant and thick
Mhm.
and floopy. His watch game is impeccable.
Oh yeah,
He looks like he's being dressed by someone professionally now.
probably is.
He probably
You
is.
think back to OG Mohawk Leon with his weirdo hairdo at the beginning of the year.
Nah, not anymore.
You wouldn't get within 100 yards of him with those clippers.
Mm-mm.
When we were talking to the Arkells, they shouted at your boy Craig.
Oh,
They
nice.
said the number one thing they were looking forward to coming to Edmonton was go to get their haircut. They all time it so that they need haircuts when they come to Edmonton so they can go see Weekly.
That's cool.
It was a really cool shout out, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I
Really
would have
cool.
asked about it, so I'm glad he just volunteered it.
Yeah, we had a really good chat with Max. If you missed that last episode, it is up on the Oilers Nation
I'd
YouTube.
like a follow up, please.
Yep.
What did Amber think of her shout out from Max?
Oh, she texted me on my way home because
she said,
yeah, I knew she was going to listen to it at some point when it came out. So I was just kind of like waiting to see what her reaction would be. And she sent me just like 4 texts back to back. And she was very excited about her shout out. Max gave her a shout out on the podcast.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was really nice.
so no one gets to know.
You're a very good husband.
She sent like a million heart eye emojis, said Max, and then said best day ever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So thank you, Max, once again.
Mm-hmm.
Good
You
wing.
may not get engaged, but you got her a shout out from her musician friend.
And if you were to ask her which of those two she'd prefer,
Or Cal's every time.
no, probably engaged if I'm being honest, but that's too bad. We can't always get what we want. What a good bit.
Good times.
It will be a hilarious episode of the podcast when I do finally
He can
do
talk
it.
so tough because she listened last episode and he knows she won't listen again.
Yeah, there's nothing coming until Max
There's
comes
no
back
chance of any blowback from that talk.
Yeah, all that shout out was kicking
I'm
the
going to
can down
text
the
her and
river.
say Max came back on today's episode.
Yeah, at the 1540 mark.
When her and I were walking around on our trip down to Toronto and Buffalo, I kept telling her like spots, like we were walking around a Target, like just outside of Buffalo, and it was like dead. And I was like, if I proposed to you, would you say no here? And like, I was trying to like test her on like off, like middle of the airport, 4 a.m. Like, what do you, I might be serious. You don't
You
know.
should start doing the thing where you like bend down and
Yeah.
it's actually tired.
There's a guy that does that on Instagram. It's very
Get
funny.
yourself so drunk that you get thrown in the drunk tank, knowing she'll have to come bail you out. Then when she comes to get you out of the prison pocket, will you marry me? For I am your husband.
through the bars too.
That moment right there is why I wish we had Wanye on
That
camera.
suction noise.
He
You got to see the hand, the presentation of the ring.
Yeah. So he cleaned this off a little bit.
No, just give it to her as is.
I actually do kind of like if we were to keep shooting at this angle when the show goes full video and just having one of Wanye's hands in the
Like
shots
Dr.
at all
Claw.
time. Yeah, it's just there doing crazy shit. I don't know. We have a big event coming up this Friday in the Oilers Nation world. You a fan of the horse races, Chalmers?
Love the horse races.
We are going to be going out to Century Mile Racetrack and Casino. It's Oilers Nation night at Century Mile to watch the ponies. Things that get going at 6 o'clock. It is free to get in. We're going to have some prizes. The Oilers Nation crew is going to be there, so you can hang out with us. I'm going to be doing Oilers Nation every day live at the event, so you can come in and check that out, I guess.
What time
And
does the
then-
bris start?
The bris? Love that part of the night.
They circumcise all the new runners? No? I've never been to the horse race.
That's not what it is. No. You're not supposed to run after that.
Never ran here before. Get it going.
That's the 6 to 7 hour.
That's right. 6
wanna
o'clock.
bust-
I
Everyone's
just thought that was the name of a horse.
By 7:30, they're all ready to race.
And one of the heats is going to be Oilers Nation themed.
where the staff has to run against each other
Now we're talking.
On the track.
on the track.
Like Gretzky versus Oscar De La Hoya.
That's
Two full laps.
That's right.
Oh my God. Be there all night.
You're the only one who finishes. Everyone else is dead.
to the death.
So you got a full week to go read up on what an exacta box is.
Yeah. But if you're free Friday night, come join us at the track. It's going to be a good time.
No.
I'm looking forward to
Make
it.
sure to box your bets.
I'm going to bet on some horses with the coolest names and win for sure.
That's
That honestly is probably the best.
best way to horse race. Best way to pick them is never take the favorites. Go like 3 or 4 down to around the 5 to 10 to 1.
As an experienced pony winner,
Oh, okay.
I feel like my success on the plastic ponies in Vegas is going to translate here to the real horses. I'm going to have an
Directly.
inside track.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
How did you bet? What was your system on the plastic ones?
Mash a bunch of buttons,
Oh.
hit the bonus.
Well, you can bet on a automatic teller thing,
Well.
so you just mash them buttons.
Well,
Got to go smash back a few beers till you start getting emotional. Then you look at the list of names for things that resonate
speak
with
to
you.
you.
Yeah, they remind you of
The
things.
best
Makes
part
sense.
about horse racing is like you make a bet and you think you know what it is. But then you really don't know if you won until you like put the ticket in and it tells you if you won. It's like, I have no idea what I just bet.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Exactas,
Shout out.
trifectas,
Shout out Century Mile
Great
Racetrack.
names.
That's coming up this Friday.
Vanilla.
Quinella. Good Quinella, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be exciting. That's
991.
fun. What time does that start?
6 o'clock.
Beautiful.
Are you
What
gonna
time do the pony start racing?
Around 6 o'clock.
So
I don't have an itinerary.
So I am driving to Calgary that night.
You stop for the ponies
It's
on
on
the
the
way.
way. Maybe I'll stop in for an hour, say hi.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
You
Going
can
there
come.
for a hockey tournament.
A couple of quick bets back on the road.
Does that
You're
place that
already
place allow-
traveling for a hockey tournament.
Yeah, we are. Does that place allow children? They can wait in the car. Enough said.
Yeah. Not too hot.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
I think
too
the
cold.
kid, they probably just can't go into the casino.
Probably not.
Why not?
But you can go, oh.
They can't place a bet.
It's my lucky kid. Put him on the table.
Yeah. They can only bet on Quinellas if you're under 5.
Yeah.
Under 10, only odd races. We have rules.
That sounds good.
We have rules.
My parents used to let me bet at I don't even know if when we went to Phoenix, we used to go to Greyhound
Statute
races.
limitations.
Yeah, it's over now.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that anymore.
That's weird. Yeah.
It is
I think
kind of
they still
weird,
do
but
it in
they
Australia, I
loved
think.
it.
Why is it
And
bad?
I don't know.
What do you want a
bad for
greyhound to do?
dogs?
Taxes?
I mean,
It's gotta earn its
if you
keep.
ask greyhounds, they probably love the fact that they had
running.
purpose.
We let humans
Instead of just
run.
being
Why
the
can't
weirdest-
we make greyhounds run? They love it.
So, you get a great, so there's people that get greyhounds after their racing career
Mhm.
and they don't have a
Like
recall.
Santa's little helper?
Like Santa's little
They
helper.
have to always be on a leash. Like you sign like an agreement that that dog always has to be on a leash unless like it's in a fully caged area.
Yeah, it's gone.
If it's gone and they won't come back.
Really?
Well, if it
Why
seems
would
like,
you want to agree to a life like that?
because if you think about it, the greyhounds are like chasing like a plastic
Yeah.
rabbit or whatever.
They're
So if they
so
see a
fast.
real one,
Yeah,
fucking
gone.
gone.
Yeah, I was
Gone.
going to say, do you know how they race them? Like literally, you see, you know when the gate's about to come because the little white rabbit comes around the corner, and all of a sudden the gate opens up, and they just book it
But
after this
LeBron
white
James
rabbit.
doesn't play basketball 24 hours a day. Like, surely at some point, the dog's like, I
think-
no longer want to run.
LeBron James is driving his car, sees like a basketball hoop, and just like slams on the brakes, fucking jumps out.
Can't help it.
Damn it. Damn it. It's going to take
You got to
2
keep him on
hours.
it when he's done.
He's going to be tired, not for a while.
He can't play for the Lakers tonight.
Don't you think it gets its energy release at racing and then it could be kind of chill?
But okay, the other side of this, at some point, someone had to figure out that these racing dogs won't stop.
Yeah.
So at some point, someone had one of these. And
A handful
took
of
it to the
us
dog
are lost
park
our dogs here.
and took it off the leash. It was like, dude. And then also,
but they formed a pack. There's a giant pack of greyhounds that are still running.
well, I was
In
going to
the
say,
desert?
it eventually stops.
They just keep joining up like Forrest
Yep.
Gump. There's just more and more.
They
There's a big
just
herd.
migrate to each
like
other. and they just
zombies.
tip to tip.
You can see that line on a clear day from 10 miles over
You can
the
see how
horizon.
NASA can see it. It's just, and it creates a lot of dust.
So maybe
Circling
my
the
parents.
Midwest ever since.
My parents probably formed the gambler in me by letting me pick those things. But you know what else they did was when you would go to like places like that, like in Phoenix, a restaurant, they'd have Keno on the screen.
Love Keno.
And you'd have like a piece of paper on the table, and we would just play every single hand of Keno as we ate breakfast.
Yeah.
You'd put your Keno thing there, buck a choice, so we'd have one each. 4. Loved Keno as a kid.
Went for
So I'm gonna
breakfast-
let my kid race on the horse or bet on the horses this weekend.
Why not?
went for breakfast at Muggins yesterday, Chalmers.
Could you imagine if they had Keno there?
That'd
I'd be there. I'd
unbelievable.
still be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be the best. How about horse racing?
And how was it?
Well, I mean, I know what I get it.
A good meal at a fair price.
My favorite part is just always seeing the same guy having spins every Sunday when I'm in there.
Wow. That's when they pay out.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know when they pay out.
Sunday
the key.
morning.
Sunday mornings.
gotta know.
Sunday
You gotta
mornings
be on
during
the-
football.
They get word out of St. Albert. That's
Yeah.
where they have the headquarters.
Yeah.
And then people who are plugged in know where to go. Always on the end, always first hour of the day.
It's all a big inside job.
It is.
Mm-hmm. That's why
More-
the MGM slots are still shut down.
Are they still shut down?
I don't know if they are or not.
That dude you guys showed me though on Instagram that I just
Vegas Matt?
it's Megas Fat Matt.
yeah.
He posted an hour-long video where he spent like $45,000 on a slot machine.
And you watched it.
Not all of it. I watched like 10 minutes and then I went to the end. And this is like literally sitting at a golf course before we start playing. And I'm like, I need to see if this guy wins his money back.
How do you do?
He didn't win his money back. He like basically got right back to even and was like, that's another session with It's Vegas Matt. And I'm like, I'm sweating bullets. The roller coaster ride was insane. And you know what though? I'm not going to lie. It kind of fills a need to play them.
Does it? Because you were playing slot machines that night. I saw
On
you.
your phone?
No. I don't play them on my phone. We found a little casino.
I didn't need to
I think
gamble
you
all
played
morning,
slot
though.
machines every night this
I
weekend.
didn't play until that night.
But we had if you think about it, we had a very strict budget.
Well, a window kit.
A window kit. But I didn't play that much because they were not fair. They do not have the same bonuses we have here. They are not
Slots
much
can be
fun.
a cruel mistress.
They were. We were playing, like, I don't know half of them either. They're all weird games.
When a slot machine's going well and you're getting bonus, it's electric.
Oh.
When it goes bad, like at least when
Oh,
I
it's
play
a kick.
when I play cards and like it goes bad, I'll kind of just be like, like I was in the action, whatever. when you lose like everything on a slot machine, like by everything, not all your money, like
when you go home
like
with
10
nothing,
straight whatever spins and then you're done.
Yeah.
It's such like why the fuck did I just do that?
See, I was playing kind of with house's money. We got over the border in Montana, right at Eureka.
Yeah.
And there is this place called Last Stop. And it is, I can't even explain it. Like it's slot machines, booze, fried food, and a woman who won't take no guff. Right.
Okay.
And that's what it is.
I thought maybe you were hinting at the fact it was also a strip club and all.
No.
Continue.
No. And so we sit down and I'm like, I'm going to go chuck a 20 in. So I go chuck a 20 in, immediately win $80, come back to the table. I'm like, okay, good start. That's it. And then the other three guys I'm with are like, let's do a win ticket, $20 each. Same machine. You take it, go do it. I went, okay. So I took the 80, I put it in. A friend of mine sits there. We don't win a damn thing. And I go, I feel bad. I'm going to throw in another 20 and see if I can maybe win some for the boys. First spin on the new 20 and I hit another 80, cash it out and walk out.
After the win
The minute the win ticket was done, like the second it was done. So that money that I had been playing the rest of the weekend was literally just money I had won at last call.
That's fair.
you
Free
played
weekend.
80 for the rest of the weekend?
160.
160, yeah.
Oh.
And I only played I didn't even probably play that much.
Having witnessed you gamble many, many times, including when my own business was on the line that we owned together, because when you would win in the VLTs, we couldn't pay the power bill.
I didn't realize how much it was hurting us.
You win a lot gambling.
How does it work
No.
when you own a restaurant with VLTs?
You play them until the government finds out.
You essentially make, I think, 18%.
If you're smart, you take your payroll on a Friday when you owe it on a Monday, you double it over the weekend playing your own VLTs.
Yeah.
And the government pays your payroll.
That cleared up nothing for me, but okay. That's fine.
I don't even want to know how many times you guys did that.
Never.
But you can't lose money owning a VLT.
Well, it felt like we lost every cent we had.
Yeah. You had to keep enough money on hand to pay out.
And then the government
that-
would reimburse you?
Well,
It's a
no,
very
because you're in
complicated
full
system.
control. You got to pay the government.
Yeah. And it's the only think about a system so complicated that bar owners couldn't scam the government. The shadiest industry on earth.
Okay.
The government's like, we'll get every penny we ever need. It would be the opposite. You go into the bank and be like, how much money do we have? Then you look at how much money was owing to the VLTs on Monday and be like,
Ow.
how is this possible? Because this guy come in, drunk off 18 Ryan Cokes at 6:01 p.m. on a Friday
Very
and be
unlike
like, I have $3,000 in cash out chits here and someone's getting a punch in the face. And you're like, Chalmers,
Can't keep doing this.
we own this together.
I just couldn't help myself.
Don't see Andy Garcia
Everybody was playing them though. It wasn't
you
just
were playing
me.
all four simultaneously.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see Andy Garcia playing his high limit table in the movie.
No, it's a good point. You should have wrung my neck or kicked me out.
No, you were very good. And I was hoping you'd go on a big losing streak and we get it all back. But it never happened and we shut. So thanks.
Speaking of paying bets, I just gave Wanye his brand new Twitter X t-shirt, which
Look at
is
this.
Oh, it's a hybrid.
high
This is
fashion if I've ever seen.
unbelievable. This is going into rotation.
Very nice.
I would like to shout out Breads, Zuckerberg specifically, Elon.
Yep.
Did you know that Zuckerberg's non-Eduardo Saverin business partner owns the Golden State Warriors? It's got a very long name. I apologize. It's very complicated. But think about the Facebook movie.
Yeah.
And imagine a guy in that crew who now owns the Golden State Warriors and employs Seth Curry. That guy deserves a movie.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
What
either.
did he do after? It wasn't just all Facebook. He had to have done something.
Multi-billionaire.
Oh, wow.
Chamarath, I think is his name.
Joseph Lacob?
No.
Peter Goober?
Goober.
No.
No.
Oh, those are the two.
It's like,
owners
yeah,
again.
yeah.
He
I
owns
think I
Golden
follow him on
State.
Twitter. Or
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, Chamath Palihapitiya?
That's the one. Say it again.
Chamath Palihapitiya.
Now, how on earth, and I've learned Sergei Krivokrasov's name. How are you able to pronounce that?
I feel like I've seen this guy before.
Yeah, he does lots of
Probably. He
content.
does like a lot of viral
He's
content.
cool, man. He's really smart.
So what does he own?
Facebook.
No,
he
but-
was he was like the head of product development at Facebook for a sizable chunk of time. And he took his share allotment from that and it shot the moon. And he is a very wealthy man.
Should I watch this video called The Ugly Truth about Chamath Palihapitiya, in which the thumbnail on YouTube is lasers coming out of his eyes? It looks like Woz made this thumbnail.
This is the one special.
Yeah.
But it's great. Like
There's an ugly truth about him.
So he's a minority owner then, I guess?
yeah, it's big money though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a rich dude. Interesting guy. He's very, very blunt. He is No nonsense kind of fella.
All right. I want to talk about a little bit of Oilers hockey, but
Anyway,
first,
there's your t-shirt, Wanye.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Thanks.
Threads.
You know what?
It looks fine.
What if I told you it's the fastest growing app of all time? What if I also told you it's shit?
Yeah, they fucked up the launch. No question. I feel like if they had launched with the offering that it is today on September 25th, they probably would have had, I mean, maybe not everybody stick, but more than no
So
one
it's
stick.
changed.
Yeah, they added a bunch of features like you can have your following feedback. It's more customizable. All that stuff that should have been on day one is now here on September 25th.
The metaverse costs more than a fleet of aircraft carriers.
Facts.
And Threads is crap.
Do you know,
And
he
the stock
teased
is up
something.
400%. God bless America.
He teased something with the metaverse on his story for the 27th. Zuck did today. There's little floating things on his desk. I don't know what that is.
He'll never give up.
Oh, no surrender.
Just
Well, what's he going to run out of money?
When you see the shirt I bought Wanye, it is a hybrid between Twitter and X.
I held it
Because the offering for Twitter tees is very slim unless you want to spend way too much money on one. So I thought this one was funny.
That's gold,
both.
baby.
I like
Both.
it.
Yep.
I'll do a better one.
There you go.
There it is. If you see me in the streets, holler.
There's me paying up my bet.
You might be the only guy in Edmonton with that shirt. So,
I guarantee it.
Yeah, I would promise that that's true.
all right. Like I said, I want to talk some hockey, but first we need to step aside for a quick break. All right. Our hockey talk today is brought to you by our new friends at Alberta Blue Cross. There's only one thing better than sharing memories, and that's making new ones, which is why Alberta Blue Cross is the #1 source for travel insurance. They protect your memories wherever your travel takes you. Visit ab.bluecross.ca/travel for more information. Alberta Blue Cross, memorable moments, travel insurance. That's what you need to know, Charles.
But they're our insurance provider if you choose to go ahead, which you should, for our nation vacations.
Yep. They insure your memories on nation vacations.
I'm looking forward to making some new memories in Seattle with our friends from Alberta Blue Cross.
We're going to have a good time in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
That is guaranteed.
I was watching the Seattle game. When was that? Yesterday, I suppose.
Mhm.
Just the stadium, the vibes in there. Looking forward to being in there.
So thanks to you, I was able to watch the game.
What did I
Because
do?
You tweeted where to find it. I didn't know.
The Oilers game.
That seemed to be the tweet that spurred me to be able to find
an
it.
Oilers rookie game?
I did. Because I got kind of pumped by seeing like the earlier games, like Ottawa and Toronto was on. And then I saw that Calgary and Vancouver was going to be on.
Tight game.
And then I was looking at, why can't we watch the Oilers game here? I thought, okay, it'll be on Sportsnet 1. It'll be on the Oilers Sportsnet.
It's preseason, bro.
Why were the other games on
Good
that?
point. Sure.
If the other games are on, why wouldn't they play Oilers Jets?
They're on Oilers Plus, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Oilers Plus.
So I watched it through the WinnipegJets.com app, which was clearly
Hold on. You can see it for free on the Winnipeg side. But
That must have pissed the Oilers off.
Oh, but
they were streaming the Oilers Plus stream.
Yep. So the Oilers main account got snippy at someone in their Instagram comments because someone was like, ooh, won't be able to watch, saving up for a down payment. And the Oilers thing goes, with our current preseason offer, you can literally watch the game for free right now. And they said literally in like their thing.
Like Rob Lowe type?
And it was like, well, you have to like make an account, give the Oilers your credit card, remember to cancel it after the free promo month is up. Otherwise they're going to charge you. Like, no, it's not really like free official Oilers Twitter. Like, fuck.
So I had a little bit of a sassy tweet about it. I was surprised how many people got angry at me for making fun of Oilers Plus.
Is this the ATM tweet?
Yeah.
Oh, these are the burner accounts?
They could be.
Tell the people what you said.
So what I said was the Jets website is streaming the game. Why pay when the other team doesn't treat you like an ATM?
Amen.
That's what I said. I mean, I have no problems with Oilers Plus, but it's the preseason and everyone else is offering it for free either on YouTube or their website. So that's annoying to me.
Yeah, it's not unique content.
No. It's like it's taking advantage of your audience is what it is.
And I get what they're doing because blackouts had always revolved around, we don't want to show it in the market we're playing in because we can force people to go, if they really want to, go to the arena and watch a game. Look around. It was packed.
Was it packed in the
It was packed from the clips we saw. So during during the commercial breaks, you would see basically what the Jumbotron was seeing because it was the Edmonton Oilers Plus feed. So they're showing t-shirt time. They're showing everything. It's full. It's full enough. Like
For a preseason game.
For a preseason game, it was busy.
We're hungry.
So just show it. Just show it.
You want to have like behind the scenes stuff, Oilers Plus, and do all that. Like that makes sense to me. I get it. But a preseason game that literally every other team is broadcasting for free is just kind of gross.
Well, the reality
You're being
is
a cheapskate. I think the Oilers should charge us to be able to look at the arena from the outside.
I agree.
If I walk up to the arena and look at it, I owe $5 to somebody, and I'll just wave it until an usher comes and takes it away.
There are so many.
The Oilers are just ahead of the curve. The reality is once that TV rights deal is up, everyone's going to have to subscribe to their team's feeds to be able to watch all that stuff. So.
Sure. And you know what'll make me more willing to do that, which I have sensed in the past, is everybody's trying to take every dollar they can from you.
Yes.
Right? The
Chalmers,
people
give me
that
$5.
don't, I'm more willing to spend
Now.
with them. What? I'm more willing to spend money on people, on things that I feel like aren't just trying to gouge me for every little thing.
You're wrong. Remember how I love going to the locker room sale? Remember when I bought those Stuart Skinner skate laces for $800 and you said these may not even be stews? And I said, in my heart, they are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a cheapskate.
Yep.
$800 for laces? Sure.
I pay for a streaming service where you still have to rent movies on it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Won't give the Oilers $8 a month to watch a press
What's
conference.
that?
You're talking about Amazon Prime?
I am.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, if I subscribe to your streaming service,
your Prime subscription is free. Your Prime subscription for TV, it's actually for the e-com.
what is that supposed to mean?
I signed up for
I
the
pay a
e-com
monthly fee for
subscription.
Amazon Prime.
Me too.
Yeah, I pay
And I got Prime TV for free.
I pay for Amazon Prime for the next day deliveries or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I pay.
And I got TV as a byproduct.
I don't even
you
know what I
get-
pay for then.
Same day delivery and television bundled together.
That's how they do it, bro.
It's the new
No
world.
wonder Bezos has all that new blood.
Bezos knows.
Speaking of what you just said, the Vegas Golden Knights 37 minutes ago announced Nighttime Plus, which will offer 69 regular season games for $69.99, or you can pay $7 per game. Pay-per-view is back. This is only
Crazy how
available.
it's come full circle. Hey, remember PPV back in the day?
Yeah, I remember. Absolutely.
But like
Bar
all their
with-
regional, like the regional TV stuff in the States is fucked. Like
I don't think they have a
it's-
regional TV partner anymore.
Well, that's why. Like, and so they do that because there's
69 games for $69 or a buck a
Nice.
game.
Nice.
But if you don't, it's $7 a game.
Yeah.
yeah. So get the 69, you cheapskate.
Yeah, clearly.
yeah,
But
69,
Jesus.
or
That's
you
like-
get Oilers Plus and you pay whatever, and then here's $600 for some co-branded Converse that are normally $60.
Yeah. That's like 12 sets of Stu Skinner skate laces.
But there's in the States, there's still like I think the Avalanche, when the Avalanche play at home, people like in Denver can't see the gamers. Like there's still weird blackouts.
Why would they want to?
Phoenix Suns owner is for real shipping aerials to Phoenix Suns fans, like for on top of their TV. There's like a free to air channel in Phoenix and area that now has a deal with the Suns. So he's shipping aerials.
When
Yeah,
is
we're
the
going backwards.
When is the TV deal up then? So like, is this the last year that you'll just be able to get
not that
all
long
82
ago.
No.
on
it's-
Sportsnet, like
the
clockwork?
Sportsnet deal, I think, is it 24 or 25?
Are they going back to OLN?
That was good.
I'm gonna watch Oilers games
Well,
on A channel.
Sportsnet they say isn't going to renew.
A channel.
And
Nice.
TSN isn't going to burden the cost of.
They'll probably split it up.
Oh yeah.
We'll go back to some of that.
They'll chop it up.
I just
Or
want.
teams will just take all their.
But if they don't have the expense, they're not entitled to charge us as much for cell phones, right? Because they have to be compliant with CRTC law. That's why they spend so much.
Last
money
year,
on it.
But they're
TSN
losing
had.
their shirts on the deal still, though.
Last year, I watched Red Zone from TSN always. This year, $8 a month, TSN Plus. Everywhere I go.
I just need one of like the big companies to just buy the NHL rights so I know where I'm watching.
I
Like,
know.
Come on,
I don't want to
YouTube.
do
Come
this.
come buy the NHL rights so I can watch it on.
I don't
YouTube.
want to do the split up thing. Like it's annoying. Like
I agree.
I just want to hear Jack for every game on 202, like clockwork.
I remember
All I want-
when all we had was an occasional A channel game, occasional
Yep.
There was 10 games a year max.
pops, and it was exciting. And there'd be ads saying, "In 1 week, the Oilers play the Sharks, and Fred Brathwaite's in net," and you'd be like, "Oh shit!" And you'd pace around your house. You had no one to talk to about it. Pre-internet.
fair.
We're coming back to that. They should resurrect A channel. Bring back Jespo. Remember, he
Soon
was
they're
the
gonna-
guy on it.
And Mark Schultz.
And Mark Schultz.
Yeah.
Who I saw at a golf tournament.
He was the OG.
He was the OG. And
Yeah.
But it was him and Ryan together. They were the tandem, weren't they?
Were
What about
they?
Like
Peter
Seacrest
Hill? Wasn't he the G? Oh,
No, that was
it's-
VTV. Or
No,
whatever.
yeah, that's a long time ago.
We're talking legitimate TV here, Chalmers.
Oh, yeah,
Video
Mark
drawing.
Schultz. Yeah. I don't know anything about him. I just remember him.
He was the Oilers in-game host for a bit.
He was
too.
awesome.
yeah, it was 100%.
Who else have they had as in-game host? Was it transferred over right to Jespo after Mark Schultz, or was there a middle one that I'm not remembering?
I tend to drink a lot at the arena. I don't remember these
Did
things.
Tony Berard do some of it?
No.
He only does pre-game.
No, like Jespo, prior to that point, I don't believe there was an in-game host.
It was Mark Schultz.
It was Mark
Was
Schultz.
Jenny Adams a host?
Or was she baseball?
Or she... Oh, I think she filled in for the nights that Jespo had to take off.
But they like walked around the concourse level and did like features and stuff.
Yeah.
They weren't heaving t-shirts and whatnot.
Mm.
Was Jenny Adams a host?
Was Schultz? Schultz was before Jespo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I remember him from Rexall Place.
And
Was
so
he
was
in the
Schultz.
stands yelling? I don't remember that.
He was
Yeah,
like,
He
he was
wasn't
like
yelling. He wasn't yelling like Jespo, but he was definitely like directing traffic and doing like the board games and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. He might have been the first.
Yeah, the Mark Schultz era. I
And if he
remember him from
wasn't, then
Rexall.
I feel real sorry for not remembering the one before him.
Well, if you are that person, feel free to shoot us a note and correct us on their mistake. Anyways, the Oilers preseason talk, I get such a kick out of it. I don't know if you saw, but Bob tweeted out the lines yesterday for like who's playing, and the comments like, and people who you look at and you're like, I know you're being serious with this. It was like Holloway on the third line. Why does Woodcroft hate him?
Why do we even bother?
Oilers gonna oil, no Petrov tonight. It's the fucking first preseason game.
Oilers gonna oil. We went to the
What I
conference
don't
finals.
get is why do we send Bo down so soon? Still,
The
like
young
get,
buck.
get him more games.
12.
I know, but if he had a good showing,
When's the
like
season start.
There's still 7 more preseason.
well,
games.
his junior
No, like
season,
the junior season.
it's already started.
He'll be
So maybe
back.
that
He'll
one.
be back.
But I just think like if he played good, just like get like I know he's not going to make the team, but like give him a few more. You know,
What I thought was interesting is that they played like Nuge and them like 20 minutes last night.
Yeah.
That was interesting to me. Although
tight
I
game.
wrote first GDB of the year yesterday at OilersNation.com comment section. Classic.
Yeah.
Because when I posted the lineups, I go, oh! I'm like, we are back.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We've
and
never
then it was
left.
like, I did not watch the preseason game yesterday because I was like, it's the first preseason game. I barely care.
Do you even have a show called Oilers Nation every day?
I just don't.
You
I
barely care.
It was a nice Sunday, and I was
It's
like, I'm
the
going to go
playoffs,
golfing.
baby.
The amount of people who were like, well, you can trade Broberg now. Akey looks good. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, there was a lot of that yesterday. It was-
Listen, you don't even understand how to watch
Fascinating.
preseason hockey. There's 3 things you do. 1, put the cart way before the horse.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to.
You correctly conclude that this will continue over an 82 game span.
That's why we
Whatever this
developed
may
the
be.
Ty Ratty Award.
Exactly. You're watching it all wrong.
It comes the other way too. I saw some Canucks fans being like, why did we trade for Casey DeSmith when Colin DeLee is this good? It's like, what?
I love it.
These
I
are
love
the
it.
things that keep us awake at night.
Thankfully, there's 7 more to get through.
It's criminal that they do this, but whatever.
There's 7 preseason games.
8.
We're through 1. 7 more.
1/10 of the season long is the preseason.
It's fucking shocking.
bananas.
It is
Is
tragic.
it for money?
Gotta
Yeah.
be.
Because the players aren't paid in the preseason?
It was like
There's no
Chalmers said,
rule
there's a
saying
bunch
you
of
need
people
8.
in there.
Some teams will do 5.
There's like a
rule?
minimum, isn't there? Is there not a minimum?
I think it's 5.
Oh,
And
then
electrical
why
extra
don't they
games,
play
like
5 then?
you schedule them yourselves. And last year, the Carolina Hurricanes didn't hit the minimum, and the league was like,
What a slapdash operation this is. Meanwhile, we're selling out in the 50-54 million.
if you'll notice,
That's
this
why.
was a thing a few years ago. I believe the Arizona Coyotes would go play on the road for their minimum amount of preseason games, but they would do like maybe 1 at home because they didn't want to front the cost of like firing up the arena for a game night and all that. So they would just
Yeah,
like go to
nobody's gonna
teams and
go.
be like, we'll come to you.
Yeah, I remember we'd always play Arizona and Florida.
My boy Dukes, nation citizen Dukes, he was going to go to the ones in Australia, and they were not giving those tickets away.
Also, apparently, Frank today via the DFO rundown was like, oh, those were like a minute away from not happening at all because the ice was terrible.
Well, there was that one photo that came out a couple of days ago, and it was basically a lake.
Yeah. And Frank was texting some players who were like, I have played on better ice in every outdoor game. This is like terrible.
Who'd have
And-
thought that going to one of the hottest countries on earth,
And I guess like the PA or whatever almost had to step in and be like, oh no, like you are not playing hockey here.
Australian ice officials are like, it's all right.
Oh, I think he's all right.
Are you all right then? Get to it. We've got things to do.
It was kind of cool though to see whatever.
Dukes priced it out, and he priced it out for me in the voicemail on Better Late Than Never. And he was like, for him to go from Northern Australia down to Melbourne and like go to the 2 games, flight, hotel, it was going to cost him like close to $5,000 to go watch the Kings and
Australian.
fucking Coyotes.
Yeah, Logan Cooley. All right. Oh, yeah. and
Oh,
30
he scored that goal in Australia
Yeah. And,
on that ice.
On that ice.
I think
Imagine going to an Australian NHL game only to see it's the Coyotes.
But like, would you even know? You'd be like,
Yeah, it's so cool to see. If you're from Australia.
If you're from Australia, yeah, go, absolutely go. But if that's me and I'm in Australia, hell no.
That's what I mean. Like some Australians going because like, oh, sick, the NHL's here. They're not like, I'd go if it was Golden Knights and Kings. Yeah, no one gives a fuck.
Nah,
I can watch that Golden Knights game on Nighttime Plus.
Yeah.
Which is the dumbest
It's
game,
only
I think.
$69 or 69 games.
Nighttime plus makes it sound like there's some naughty shit going down.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe there is.
I'll pay $69 to find out.
Vegas.
Nighttime plus 69. You're right.
69
Something's
games
going
for
down.
$69.
It's the Vegas
You
way.
sure you were looking at a hockey ad?
Yeah. No, I'm actually not. Now that we're getting
What about the other 23 games
they're nationally televised.
or 13 games?
Yeah, they're nationally televised.
Gotcha.
So you can't.
The 69 joke wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. They had to cut one out.
There's one game they aren't broadcasting
just-
anywhere
it's
because they were
a
like,
dead zone.
it's got to be 69.
Yeah, otherwise this won't work.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Well,
Before we keep moving along, need to give some love to Will Hawk Beef Jerky, willhawkbeefjerky.com. 3 spots to pick it up in the Edmonton area. You can do Leduc, you can do Spruce Grove, or you can do it out at the West Edmonton Mall location at the kiosk.
You spaced there, didn't you?
I did.
You went Mitch McConnell.
I was a little bit too far ahead because the next thing I was going to say was we're sitting here overreacting about the preseason, but there is no overreacting to how good Will Hawk Beef Jerky is. That was my line.
Well read.
Well done.
the West Edmonton Mall one is right by the rink.
Yep.
In case you're looking, I found it.
Hey, Oilers, maybe you should put one right by the rink. Your own rink, too. There you go.
It should
Will Hawk Beef
be
Jerky?
in every Caesar you purchase.
Yeah.
Or like Wanye said, you just build socks out of beef jerky and walk
That'd be
around and get a
awesome.
snack. every
They
day.
are kind of long and stringy. You could weave something out of them.
It'd be comfy because it's
Oilers
squished
jerseys now made out of beef jerky.
out of meat. Yeah.
Better than Fanatics.
Is that this year or is this the last Adidas year?
Last Adidas year.
Gotcha.
And then it goes to Fanatics.
Oilers not bringing back the reverse retros.
Is that just not a thing this year?
Yeah, not a thing. NHL's not doing reverse retros this year. So there will be no.
What is it? Every 2 or 3 years they do a reverse
Yeah, they've
retro.
kind of done every 2 years.
And then
Whenever they
this
got
might
some
be the
inventory
last
to
year
cut
of the
out.
dark navy blue.
This is the last year of the dark navy blue.
Oh, that's a shame.
So the Oilers are probably going to have new alternates next season. But we do get the Heritage Classic jersey in the next couple of days. I think it'll get officially dropped, unveiled.
Is that going to be blue and orange or is it the red thing?
It's going to be blue and orange, but it's based off that red thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Think how good that Trolls movie must be for NSYNC to reunite to sing in it. They must have showed him an advanced clip. They sent it to JT and they're like,
They appreciate art.
He's
Bro,
like,
we
there's
gotta get in
there's
on
only
this.
one thing I could do.
he's like, I don't need NSYNC. I'm too huge. And they're like, the troll meets the female troll in an enchanted glen, and our song is going to be what they fall in love to.
I would like to say, go on record as saying that JC Chazé is the one that aged the best of all of them.
Better than, yeah,
He does look
Timberlake,
good.
I don't know what's wrong with him. He doesn't look good.
Lance Bass, he's pulled back tight.
I also want to know because that was such a tight turn right back to what we talked about earlier in the podcast.
Sure.
I want to know if any people like listening and driving looked and were like, did I rewind? Like, what the fuck? Because we were just like, Oilers. Then out of nowhere, you were like, Trolls movie again. I'm in.
They're boring me to death with this talk of training camp.
Yeah, that's fair. But
Have we launched our season launch party?
No,
I've been away for a few days.
no.
Yeah, you
not
have.
yet. It's supposed to be this week.
your golf was good though, huh?
October 11th.
Golf was great. October 11th.
At Greta.
And
Me and sales guy Jared did a little pre-scout at Greta on Friday.
how was that?
It was great.
We might have a special surprise for that one. I don't know.
NSYNC reunion?
If this might be what they've been working on.
Whoa.
Is they want to do a nation launch party. I think this will be the one. Well, we've done a lot of parties. You should come to all of them, but this one, I think there's going to be interesting opportunity for people who attend. Could I be any more vaguer?
Yeah.
If Zuckerberg wants to get people in the metaverse, like host the NSYNC reunion in the metaverse.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch that. There was a
Fucking
Travis Scott game concert in a Fortnite game.
Joey Fatone probably won't tire as easily.
He could look.
He'll look the way he wants to look.
the way he wants to look, like a giant gumball.
Maddie in marketing says tickets are launching this week for the season launch party.
All right, stay tuned. I think there's going to be some interesting things to win.
I like that.
Imagine Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift had walked down that gangplank, almost holding hands, and walked right into the metaverse. I just signed up to see what happens.
And then they
next.
float away.
Yeah, like their date. You can go to Horizon Worlds and watch their date live.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch that. I'd pay
Fucking
$50.
Do you think he's ready for this level of stardom? That
Yes,
he's
he's been
gonna-
wanting
I
it.
think that Travis
He
Kelce
wants
will
it.
be,
He wants it.
No, I know that he
I'm
wants
worried
it,
about the
but
Swifties.
yeah,
That's where I don't know
They can be
Travis
mean.
Kelce. They're very mean.
They are mean, not can be.
They are mean. They're mean people.
what
I don't
is with
understand
that?
it. Travis Kelce seems like a nice fellow.
I just saw a great tweet about this Travis Kelce thing, and it's Travis and Taylor is a good celebrity couple because it opens up the possibility that like some backup NFL tight end or a safety could be a groomsman in all of Taylor Swift's eventual wedding photos, which would be great. That'd be another great thing if like Connor McDavid was dating a super celebrity.
Like who?
Who'd you say? Zendaya or something like something.
Doja Cat?
Sure. But like something huge where like the wedding photos are like a massive thing in American
Sexy
media. And then it's just like, and it's just like whoever Connor would have.
Cam, Leon.
Well, I'm thinking
Imagine
of like
Connor
obscure
was dating
Oilers.
Nicki Minaj. How exciting it would be to go to games and she's there.
I can't believe you pulled a Sexy Red reference.
Yeah. I just saw that Drake gave her a Cartier watch.
Did he really?
That's what I don't know.
Gentleman.
I can't believe it. Half of the Drake stuff that's coming out right now.
Gentleman,
He's fighting with Charlamagne the God again.
Oh,
Why
They're
was
back
that
to
going on?
beefing?
He put out a song on Friday and then nobody was really like breaking down the lyrics and talking about it till Monday. And so Charlamagne was like, he don't got it anymore.
Drake
This
lost
is
it?
not Drake like.
When was that album come out?
It's October 6th.
Yeah. And so Charlamagne, and then so
Beef sells records.
yeah, Drake came back out and said Charlamagne just was very mean to him.
you know DJ Envy on that show?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in huge trouble because he's promoting like real estate scams on their social media.
You shouldn't do
like
that.
on the Breakfast Club social media. He's like, my friend in New Jersey is flipping houses. Everyone should follow him. And everyone's like, this will work out great. And then the guy stole like $100 million. Oops.
Maybe buried the lead there. Maybe there's
DJ Envy. You know what? If I can't take real estate advice from hip hop morning hosts, who
can
can
you?
I look to
Who can you?
Yeah, that's
in
fair.
this world?
Crypto from Charles Barkley and Tom Brady. Who can you?
I bought my place because Lil Pump told me to.
That's exactly it. I only invest in the best crypto coins that fly red, and the other island boy tells me to.
Man, they're going to have to kiss again because they're out of the news cycle.
Yeah.
That was 6 weeks ago. They're going to have to do more than kiss.
Somebody's going to have to fall off a dirt bike soon. 'Cause it's just not funny anymore.
the Oilers play preseason hockey again tonight. I'm sorry. I want to do a little bit more Oilers talk.
As you wish.
If you want to bet on them tonight, plus 250 on the money line over at Betway. Shout out to Betway.
Are they on the road?
Shout out to Betway 19
They're
plus play
in
responsibly.
Winnipeg tonight.
Oh, yeah. So,
I was gonna
it's going to be
read
our D squad.
I'm going to read the lineup. Chalmers, I want you to tell me how many of these players you don't recognize, okay?
Okay. But like recognize their name
Yeah, just recognize the name.
or like could tell you what their
Or
face looked
recognize
like.
their
Okay.
name.
I'll recognize their name. Okay.
I'm just, last names only. I'm going to rifle through them.
Perfect.
Ernie, Malone, Lavoie, Holloway, McKegg, Griffith, Stonehouse, Grube, Bourgault, Petrov, Berglund, Tullio, Kulak-Ceci, Hoffenmeyer, Desharnais, Deneen, Warner, Picard, Rodrigue.
I didn't know 3.
11.
I got 9.
It just shows how dialed in we are because I'm just like, I know all these people. What's the problem be?
I knew 9 and I only knew 4 of them because of watching the third period last night.
Fair. Yeah, 9 out of 20.
Seriously.
I think
But
a lot
wait,
of casual fans.
is Ernie the guy that played for Winnipeg like last year or 2 years ago?
I think he played for Detroit.
Detroit and
Oh.
Tampa.
Did
Okay,
you
there was
forget
a-
somebody? Redheaded guy,
Reed Schaefer's not.
local guy.
No, he's not
They
there.
might be playing preseason for the
Name
Preds
rhymes
still.
with Need Schaefer.
I like how, is there another redhead at camp?
Well, that's what I don't understand.
Well, Bo's looked like he's had red hair a couple times.
but that
but then
photo
he
when we
doesn't.
put him up the other day, he didn't look like the guy I was thinking was Reed Schaefer.
But
we
is
talking
there
about
not
Connor
another
Brown?
redhead you've been
There
posting
is.
on the Instagram
Yes,
stories?
It's Reed Schaefer.
Is it? I
It's
don't.
not actually Reed
Yes,
Schaefer.
Reed Schaefer's
I
at
just don't know
Oilers
who.
camp.
No, I thought he was recycling old Reed Schaefer photos.
No. It's some guy at camp, but he's got red hair. so
Connor
it's-
Brown.
No, it isn't.
No, there
he's
was
got
a
red
rookie
hair.
camp kid you were posting.
Yeah, it was some
Oh.
like 8th round draft.
I
pick
thought it
from-
was Bo Akey.
He's got that
not,
long
no.
flowing.
But
But
Monkey breaking hearts.
in seriousness, you guys, people come here to find out your opinion and you guys know more than the average people. If you were going to say, hey, here's 3 people to like watch tonight, they have potential. They
Bourgault
could
would be
look
one
good.
for me. Bourgault.
He looked small last night.
He is
Jaden
small.
Grube would be one for me,
That's
just
an
because
interesting one.
he could factor in.
Tulio.
Captain Picard. I would
It's
like him to
amazing
make
he's
it
playing
just-
goalie, to be honest.
I would like him to make it just for the memes.
That Hoffenmeyer might jump Niemelainen on the depth chart, so maybe him.
If the Oilers
Tulio.
goalie's name is Picard, you and I are on easy street for 6 to 7 years.
Lavoie's the
Coasting.
big one though, because
Lavoie is a big ice. Yeah.
That's the biggest name. He's the guy. He's fighting for that last spot. It's kind of his to lose because he's got to go on waivers. So
What's our goalie's
Everyone,
first
we
name
just-
again?
Put
Olivier?
Patrick Stewart's head on him. always.
Rodriguez. Rodriguez.
He looked
8 years.
he looked good last night. I mean,
Well, good save percentage.
yeah, he looked fine.
His career's really been on the upswing since taking a photo with the three of us.
That's right.
In LA.
And Baggedmilk's face being revealed to the world.
Yeah. Mm.
That guy
Dark
looked like a
for an
time traveler.
Olivier Rodrigue photo.
You caught a
You
guy
did it.
shifting dimensions in that photo.
Yeah, I just got caught in the background though.
Like at the end
Oh.
of that Matthew McConaughey movie where he's in the bookcase.
Yeah.
You found a guy like,
Interstellar.
moving
Whatever.
through you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You were also asking me, Charles, before the pod started about the Blue Jays.
Yes.
How fired up I am. I'm just, you know what? I'm going to say it right now. Go on Betway. The Blue Jays, I think they're 9-1 to win the World Series. I don't think it's a terrible bet anymore.
Why did you think it was a terrible bet in the first place? They're like the
changed.
fourth
They
best
found
player.
themselves?
Yeah, they
or
found
the fourth
themselves.
best team in.
They got swept by Texas, and I was like, "Fuck, this team is useless. They don't give a shit." Like, they were literally losing games and being like, who cares? But now they're back and they're invested and they're playing with some emotion.
I gotta say, like, as I'm a new Blue Jays observer, is what I would
Year
say.
2 of your Blue Jays fandom.
Yes, the swings in that fan base are wild. End of the world, we're doing it. End of the world. Now Tyler's betting on the World Series.
Over
They're always
162
signing-
games, yeah, there's a few roller coasters.
They're
Fuck,
always
it's a
signing
grind,
somebody
man.
in the free agent window for like $250 million.
Yep.
And by March, he's ripped both Tommy Johns out and an Achilles heel every year.
Mhm.
What happened to that guy? I thought he was so great. He spent all that money. Oh, that guy? Yeah, no,
He's dead.
gone. He went to space with Red Bull
Yeah.
and they can't get an Earth contract for him anymore. And he doesn't have to get paid.
Do we know what their magic number is?
Tree. Big old tree.
So they have to win 3 of 6.
Or
3 points.
no,
no,
that's
games.
not baseball.
I don't understand
Okay,
magic
but-
numbers.
So what does Seattle
It seems
and
like
Texas
almost
have to
every other.
lose?
So it
Seattle
seems
or
like it's
Houston
between.
Or Houston.
Yeah, so Houston just got swept. Houston, under 10 games to go in the season, fighting for their playoff lives, just got swept by a Royals team that is 54 and 102 this year.
Wow.
That is a tough season.
Houston gets swept.
That's the Tay effect.
Texas goes out and sweeps Seattle. So now the Jays are 2 games up on Houston and 2.5 up on Seattle. You only have to stay ahead of one of them. So, and Seattle and Houston play each other the next 3 nights.
Oh, wow.
And then Seattle has to play Texas 4 times.
So
in
it's
the year.
way more complicated than just a lucky number.
Is there any way for them to jump out a wild card?
No,
It would look
So the wild
really,
card did.
really.
But can they have
they're
home
not
advantage in wild card?
no.
They're not mathematically in. They don't have an X or a Y by their name.
Fangraphs has them at 97.5% though, chance to get in, because from now till the end of the year, every single night, one of Texas, Houston, or Seattle is losing. At least one of them. So
They can't leapfrog Tampa.
no, they're 7.5.
No,
So
Tampa's
the
one of the-
rallies are probably playing Tampa in the
Unless the Jays can go like exactly 2-4 in these final 2 series, then they could slip into the 3rd spot and get mini.
Well, that's the move though, right?
That's too risky.
It's a little risky, and also Tampa's slowing down, and they're real banged up. And Wander Franco may, for legal reasons, be a pedophile.
And he, but he's still playing.
Allegedly, yeah. No, God, no.
Oh, okay, God. I'm like, why are you bringing him up?
Wow.
Sports have their day.
You crafted that statement.
Well,
very
I mean-
Allegedly, in Tyler's opinion.
yes.
Oh, yeah. That's a good way to put
you
it.
said
'cause-
legally he was.
Well, yeah, okay, you're right.
Binding. That's the other one.
He is allegedly
I
a
guarantee it on
pedophile.
behalf of the
Reckless
Supreme Court.
speculation.
I feel like he
Pretty high
is.
credit.
But
Allegedly, in Tyler's opinion.
Yes,
Yes.
there we go.
legally can.
Shout out to David Smitten on Twitter, who is a lawyer down in Arizona. He goes, just say that at the end of it, man.
Just in your opinion?
Allegedly, in my opinion.
Allegedly, in my opinion.
Yep.
Oh, 3 games against the Yankees, who suck,
Garbage.
and then 3 against the Rays, who you could end up seeing in the
That
first
final series, like if the
Let me
Jays win
ask you a
2
question.
games this week, yeah.
Yankees suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they still spending all the money in the world this year?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Watching Giancarlo Stanton play, he doesn't run hard.
No, he does not.
There was one clip where he was trying to score from second and he just jogged the whole time. And the announcers were like, no. This is smart. The last thing you want is Giancarlo running too hard and getting hurt. I'm like, he still has like, he has 3 or 4 years left and still like $120 million to make up the Yankees.
Fuck yeah.
And they're like, you can't make him run.
Fuck yeah.
It's great. He's batting like 250.
Easy.
Oh boy.
It won't run.
Oh boy. Well, that's the thing about Otani's next deal. Like, I love him, but like,
Well, that's why I asked Tyler. I'm like, did he blowing his arm out or whatever?
It's
Did
never
he
good.
sacrifice
it's an oblique,
himself?
isn't it?
No, it's his arm. It's his UCL. He's not pitching next year.
Like, did he sacrifice himself $150, $200 million with this?
They
Did
say,
he push it?
I don't know.
I heard
I
that,
thought it was a knee.
No. It's his arm.
They were talking about him
that's the
getting Tommy John.
Yeah.
He's already had it.
Yep.
Man, and he was able to maintain velocity off the first one, but the second one?
So he
And
already.
that's what, like 2 years out, isn't it? 18 months, something like that.
Yeah. So they're saying
Can he bat and recover? No.
I've literally tried to start this so many times, but you guys keep jumping in. He and his agent have already come out and said in 2024, next year, he's batting only. And the year after, he's going to pick back up pitching. They're thinking that if he just spends a year hitting and doesn't throw, it'll recover and he won't need Tommy John.
Damn it, your Ramjack. What's
So
the
is it just it's not torn. It's
Yeah.
just like
So it's
Stressed
hopes
or
and
whatever.
dreams. Hang on. So is he signed a 1-year deal then? That's what I would do.
that's
I think if you're him and you're kind of showing that you struggle to stay healthy a little bit, you take the biggest deal you can.
yeah, I would, yeah. That'll be interesting.
So question for you.
Okay.
On October 11th, when the Oilers puck drops to start their season, are the Blue Jays still playing baseball? That means they will have to be in the second round.
Yeah, they'll have to be in the DS.
Well, they're winning the World Cup.
World Cup.
I mean, the World Series. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think
I'm
they will
all
be.
in.
Good.
I think they have 3 really good right-handed pitchers, and Tampa really struggles to hit righties. And I think their offense is waking up at the right time. So I'm all in.
So the weekend of like the 12th, 13th, we could potentially be watching Blue Jays baseball,
Yeah.
Oilers hockey,
Mm-hmm.
NFL,
And my birthday.
and your birthday.
We can watch your birthday.
My birthday falls
God.
on. Yes, my birthday falls on the best sporting weekend of the year.
Pretty
like,
much.
every year. I love it.
Yep. That's a good one.
It's sick.
You just looked straight into the camera, Jim Halpern style. Have you seen the rumors about the Office reboot?
What?
And
yeah.
the,
when the writer's strike ends, apparently they're rebooting it.
and the
Same
best
cast?
Yep.
the best
At
tweet
the Super Bowl.
was
There's
That's
no
what Instinct's booting up for.
They joined the office.
They're joining the office. Joy Fatone is
Never
gonna.
like the boss,
Oscar?
obviously.
What's that?
Are you trying to pick who's going to play who?
They're gonna somehow integrate them in. I think they're a rival paper
Joey
company.
Fatone's Phyllis.
So they're not the
How did it
Wilkes-Barre
end?
Scranton. They're the
Didn't it end with Michael getting like a
Danbury
bunch
Trashers.
of selling his company for a ton of money to Dunder Mifflin?
that was like
That was
the
Michael-
end of season
like
7.
the
I haven't watched it
Michael
in
Scott
12
paper
years.
company.
Scott sold the paper company.
Yeah, the Michael Scott paper company.
He started his own, then sold it back to the company.
But my point was,
Yeah, they sold it for like $1 million and
I
it was worth
don't
no,
nothing.
they all wanted their jobs back.
Oh, okay.
my
I thought
point
it was
was,
for money.
there's no way if this actually happens, it's going to be any good.
Someone tweeted, they're like, yes, The Office, the show that was famously cut short and never got enough episodes. Like there's like 300 episodes of The Office. They don't need to keep going.
How much money do they have to give Steve Carell to come
Oh,
back?
that's what I want to know too. Like Steve Carell, you don't need this job.
Also, what's his name? That
Jim
plays
Halpert.
Jim. Like he's in a ton of stuff too. He's
Oh,
on
yeah.
that
He's
Jack
took off on
Reacher
his
show or
own.
whatever. Like
He wrote those Quiet Place movies.
You know who needs
I
the
did
money?
this show-
The people that do the Office podcast. Where they just talk about Office episodes.
Oh, that's
It's like
Jenna, what?
Jenna Fisher and
and Angela, whatever Angela's name
Angela.
is.
I don't like seeing Angela in real life like normal. It doesn't. I don't
yeah.
like it.
I'm like, you're Angela.
Yeah,
It's kinda like-
stop being nice.
And why is she doing a podcast with Pam? They're enemies.
Your enemies, exactly.
Same thing with Kevin too. Like he'll go do podcasts.
They won't get Mindy Kaling back. Like, oh, she blew up.
Do you know that? What was that guy's name?
Ryan.
BJ Novak.
Not BJ Novak. Who'd
Greg
you say?
Daniels, the guy who created it.
No,
Oh,
the
Brian Baumgartner.
Yeah. Do you know he is the highest paid person on Cameo?
Damn.
Who does he play on the
Dwight?
show?
Kevin.
Kevin.
The accountant.
Kevin.
Oh,
And then he hugged Aaron Rodgers and he blew out his Achilles. You see that?
Yeah.
He's the last person to touch
Yeah,
him.
Kevin is the highest paid person on Cameo because people just get him to do Kevin stuff all
He
the
had
time.
a $500,000 Rich Emilion when he hugged Aaron Rodgers, and I saw a show that like broke down what model it was and that it was real.
Brian Baumgartner is rocking a $500,000 Richard Mille.
On the sidelines, hugging Aaron
Those Richard
Rodgers.
Mille watches are no joke.
Well, think about the syndication money they're getting.
But he's
still.
also getting
Like,
that cameo money.
that Cameo
Yeah.
money too, that's coming right in his pocket.
like millions.
Got it engraved with cameo.com
Yeah,
on the
it's
back.
a cameo edition.
Yeah.
Is he the highest earner or just has the most expensive cameo?
So he's the highest earner on Cameo.
Highest earner.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
At least he was.
He must hit that sweet spot.
There's
And also,
somebody on-
what's the guy, Logan Roy, whoever played Brian Cox. I think he probably does really good on cameo because everyone wants to get
Now
told to
fuck
be-
off.
by fucked off by him. Yeah. So similar, like found his lane.
He found his niche. Yeah.
yeah.
He's got that super trooper money. You don't need that
It
cameo.
sure
money.
does.
The other popular ones are James Buckley from the UK show The In-Betweeners.
Oh, I love that show. Which dude is it?
Oh yeah.
Heard of this? I've never even heard of this.
He always,
awesome.
yeah.
That's my boy.
Oh yeah, the In-Betweeners is the greatest show.
You ever watch it, Aaron Chuck?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Where is it?
I don't know. It's got two
Prime's got it.
movies,
Do I have to rent it?
No, you can watch it.
Chalmers.
Awesome.
Honest to God, there's
You would like it. It's British.
It is the fun. You have to get into the language because it's weird.
but he likes Cockney and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I can understand that.
It's rude. It's completely offside, and then you get to cap it off with
it's
two movies that
so
are fucking hilarious.
fucking funny, Chalmers. There's some parts of that show that are funnier than anything you'll ever see.
In-Betweener,
I envy you
okay.
never having seen it.
I can't wait. Is it a long watch?
No, 30-minute
They're
episodes.
just kids. They're just kids in high
Perfect.
school.
Perfect.
Number 3 on the list, Carol Baskin.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
wow. Hello, cat.
She's minting.
Cats and kittens.
Vindicated.
Man, I feel
Vindicated.
Like, yeah, she did
Estimates
get
of
vindicated.
$120K a week.
Jesus. Probably. Hello, cats and kittens.
What?
Like, how did that not die off? Like, I felt like that ship has sailed.
100
And the real star is sitting in a jail cell somewhere.
The cat community is
Am I right?
powerful.
Number 4, this is an article from 9 months ago, by the way, so maybe changed. But number 4, Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, no.
Number 5, Floyd Mayweather, just because he charges $13K per video.
If you told Joe Exotic that Carol
13
Baskin was making that kind of money on the outside, he would volunteer for the.
You know what? Film that.
Yeah.
And let me see that. I'm telling Joe Exotic how
you made
much
her
she's making.
career.
Yeah. Now she's making
You're
6
in
figures
jail
a
and
week.
She's making $5 million a year. Going, hi, happy birthday! It's me. I killed my husband.
Or did I?
No, he's alive. He's
No,
come
he's
back
alive.
alive.
Yeah.
She
got vindicated. He
He's
got
alive.
found.
He
He
just
got
went and
found.
fucking hid from her.
What?
Yeah.
He got found.
When did this happen?
In the last
Well,
6
okay.
months, maybe?
Yeah,
9 months? Like,
He's just like, couldn't you all just leave me alone?
yeah, it's like, enough of you from trying to fucking find
I'm
me.
in
So
Costa
here I
Rica
am.
with my new wife. I finally got rid of the cat and kittens
He
psycho.
was still alive.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my god!
It's another layer.
And Joe Exotic's like, fuck.
What happened to me?
So it turns out her husband's still alive and she's making millions.
And he's probably now making even more.
He should get 10 cents for every time I watch a video where it's like a husband that goes to the grocery store and the POV of the wife picked up the phone and then it comes out. He's like, I called for help twice and not a fuck you. What do you need? It's like my favorite thing in the world.
There should be a certain provision in the penal code that if enough people vote, they let you out.
Or like just if your vibes are kind of high enough.
Like,
Yeah.
Joe Exotic, you know what?
What did he really
Let's
do?
just come
Like
on.
Bobby
sorry.
Schmurder.
But
Bring
would
him
you
up.
really
You know what?
let him out if you had half a cent?
OJ killed like 6 people.
No, he a
We
crazy
let
person.
him run loose.
Hey there, everybody.
Hello,
It's your
Twitter.
old pal OJ.
Hello, Twitterverse. Here I am on the golf course. Just wanted to talk about Monday Night Football.
Who do we got in the game tonight? It's Juice signing out.
Who are you picking Monday Night Football?
Oh, tonight?
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. So in the early game,
I am drinking the
yeah.
Baker Kool-Aid.
yeah, it's a
doubleheader.
double header, and I'll never understand why they put the double headers overlapping because that just doesn't make any sense to me.
When did Monday Night Football going to be 2 games?
This year.
It just like I don't know if this is every week.
It's an early season thing.
Yeah, no, next
and then
week
it goes
we
away?
go back to a single night or a single game Monday header.
Say who's playing,
Single
Chalmers, but say it like
fucking
OJ.
You think the Bucks
Hello.
are beating the Eagles?
Hello, Twitter.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
OJ.
There's still a Browns fan in me
Sitting here on
feel
the
that we
golf
did
course,
Baker
thinking about
wrong,
Monday Night Football.
And it was actually a surrounding
It's going to be the
cast.
Bucks and the Eagles. Who do I got? I'm going to take the Bucks in that one.
In the
Twitter.
late game, you got the Bengals.
In the
and
later
Rams.
game, I'm going to be taking the Bengals over the Rams. That's all for me. Your friend, the Juice.
I did not kill
Bye,
my
Twitter.
wife.
I like the way Joe Burrow throws the ball.
I like the way that Joe Mixon runs. He reminds me of myself.
And remember,
Joe Mixon's like, shut up, OJ. Don't say that shit.
Eagles Bengals money line parlay pays out just over 2-1.
Well, I'm going Bucks.
You're going Bucks.
So I'm looking for the
You think they
upset.
are
Bucks,
outright
Bengals.
beating the Eagles.
Bucks Bengals.
Gosh, would I like to see that? Yes. Look
Bucks
at.
Bengals 4.68.
Do you know why
That is juicy.
You know why I'm doing it?
Why?
Because everybody that took the Dallas Cowboys this weekend over the Arizona Cardinals in a survivor pool, put your hand up.
Me.
Well, I didn't,
I
but I
took
knew you did.
Jacksonville over Houston.
Ah, shit. So did I. And we lost.
gross.
This
Because
was a bad week for Survivor.
this is the thing about the NFL. You never know. And that's Juice. Sign it out. Your old friend OJ.
The old Finn on Twitter. What do we Is anyone caught up on Big Brother?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm all caught up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caught up last night.
This is like a resurrection season.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
gotten
actually
so
got a
much
pun
better.
attached to it.
So much better.
I didn't watch last night, so I'm a little bit curious to see how the re-entry works.
I did not watch last night either.
Yeah, I'm not giving anything away. You just know that they have a chance. That's
Okay.
all I know. That's still what I know.
Yeah.
I don't always love battle backs and things like
I
that.
know.
It can feel a little cheap, but I think this one's okay. But this season's been great. That Jared guy he deserved to get out.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's not smart.
Not a good player.
Not a
Not
good player.
subtle.
No.
No.
Not subtle. Not subtle.
Like when he sat down, whatever, and was like, I'm just going to say that, what's his name told
Jag.
me. Yeah, I'm just saying Jag told me.
Jag's my boy, by the way. He's my vote.
I like Jag.
I like Jag a
Corey.
lot. I like Matt.
I like Matt. I like America. I like Corey. I like that crew. I like that crew. I think
Chiming in from the golf course one more time.
Okay.
How about that kid
Corey?
struggling with America under the bed?
What is that?
Why doesn't he want to kiss her?
That is insane.
Because he doesn't want to kiss in
They
front of his
kiss now.
mom.
They kiss now.
Yeah, they do.
Hold
kiss
on.
now.
They went under the bed to kiss?
They went
Well,
under
under
the
the
sheets.
sheets. Yeah, I think it was.
He was
But
like,
he
he's like,
made-
my mom's watching.
Oh,
She's like,
boy.
so I'm smoking hot. And he's like,
He made her wait though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
She started to question herself.
Well,
Yeah, that's the old neg.
and he's like a 21. He's babyface like me. He can't grow facial hair. He's trying to grow a mustache, and I do think it's kinda
Hilarious.
funny. But
Because,
Like,
she's a babe.
dude.
You know he's bricked up all the time.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Hello, Twitter.
Hello, Twitterverse.
but this has been a great season.
It has been.
So we're in agreement on the pod of who we like. We don't like that side of the house with Jared and Suri. And
I like Suri. She's got that like, I
don't
can
like
see
her.
why Matt loves her. Like I'm
Yeah.
like Matt to Suri.
Yeah.
Like I got a lot of respect for Suri, but she needs to keep her world in order.
Yeah. So Nicole, I thought that when she does play the
She's
game
a
and when they
floater.
actually show her,
Her and Bowie Jane.
But when she is involved, she's very smart. Where Bowie Jane she doesn't even. I don't even think she knows she's playing Big Brother half the
I
time.
could find that those
I
two,
literally don't know what
if they're
she's
not
doing.
on the show, I wouldn't notice.
No.
Yeah. I agree that McColl's smart. I agree.
Very,
There's
very smart. Just a non-event in the show.
Like when they did the double eviction and Corey pulls them all in and everybody's like knows what's going on and he says to Bowie Jane, who should I put up these two? She's like, oh my God, like I have no idea. It's like, what do you mean you don't know? You've been thinking about this for like 3 weeks. How do you
you
know
have nothing else to do.
It never
Like you
occurred
have
to me to
literally
think about
nothing
that.
else to do. You're not just on a vacation. Get in the game and do something.
Those are the
Please.
people that do well, though. The ones that like aren't caught up in politics.
I'm sorry too, but like
yeah, we got to go.
if Matt doesn't know,
Oh, sorry.
no,
I know he's Jones.
I gotta go. I gotta jump on a call. But I don't
Matt
even say-
absolutely dominates competitions that are physical.
Oh,
When he won that veto that quick,
demolished.
and he was like behind a little bit early.
Yeah.
Like a few people had put their first in. Then it was literally just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Hey, start your call in here. Don't talk for the first few minutes. Just say you're on a listening tour.
yeah, no,
do both shows
I
at
think
once.
that the dramas come back. I can't fathom that people don't know that Suri and Jared are mom and son yet.
But they're all surprised when they get kicked
They
out.
are. You know, I just like he calls her Mama C, but then again he calls the other one Mama Felicia.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he
Felicia?
had to. He had to dig up
and
on that one.
So I think he did, and like I like Felicia too. I like Nicole. I like Suri, but as a team with Jared kind of running them, it's not good. He just is a bad. The way he
Suri's gotta
talks
bring
to
him in
people.
line. Yeah, he's too aggressive.
I think if she was involved in some of the conversations that he has behind the scenes with the other people, that she'd be like, smack him in the face. Why are you talking to these people like this?
But not knowing what happens last night, who would you rather have?
Oh, I'd love Cameron to come back in the show.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I want
100%.
Cam, yeah.
For chaos.
Because for the life of
He's
me,
been great.
I can't figure out why he became public enemy number one.
I think
Was it the red situation?
No, I have a theory that he's just a dick.
Oh,
I think everyone likes him, but
I don't think anyone likes him.
Now,
That's my
Chalmers,
theory, at least.
tell us who's going to win, you think. Tell us like the juice.
hello, Twitter. This is your boy Juice popping in for a BB recap. So I finally put my bet in for who I think is going to win this year's Big Brother. And I'll tell you who I bet on. I bet on the big dog Matt. I really like the way he runs the ball. Twitter.
Like, if you haven't heard OJ on Twitter, go listen to it, and it is a dead ringer.
Chalmers knows the juice.
And I've only listened to him a couple of times because every time he does it, I just start laughing and I can't keep it straight.
Twitterverse.
It's so weird how the
Twitter.
future turned out.
So
We're like, the calm, cool wisdom of OJ Simpson. He'll point us in the right direction. Wear your masks.
Wear your mask. Did you hear that COVID's coming back? If you still got those masks, maybe pop one on. Keep everybody safe. We don't want anybody getting hurt out there.
I didn't kill my wife.
That's the nightly
Other
words
guy
of
had it
wisdom
coming.
from your boy OJ. Good night, Twitter.
You could do Twitter OJ cameos.
We should do.
You should list yourself as Canadian OJ.
Oh, he's the worst.
Canadian juice. $29 per cameo.
I don't like that he might be my best impression.
Yeah, that's really good.
Very good.
Again, please, I beg of you, go listen to OJ on Twitter and tell me that is not a dead ringer.
When we pivot this show to all the episodes being on YouTube fully, one of the things I'm very excited for is shit like this, where there'll be like 10 minutes left and then JC.
And Jay just leaves.
Like, we won't edit anything.
No.
Feel free to space your call out maybe 10 minutes after the show's supposed to end.
Well, he kind of did.
Just
It's
in case.
2:50.
Oh, yeah, it's
we
going
went
long.
really late.
All right, well-
all right. Well,
This was a 45-minute OJ Simpson podcast.
that was so good.
All right. Preseason hockey. Ryder Cup this weekend.
Let's go.
NFL football
Talk about all that on Thursday.
and a baseball season. My God. Looking forward to Thursday. Glad to
All
be
right.
back.
One.
Just a few comments about yesterday.
Just a few comments about yesterday.
Okay, that's a wrap. Oh no, you want to play?
Hey, X-World, yours truly, just a few comments about yesterday.
Oh, he says X World now?
He's updated. He's updated.
Okay, I gotta go back to the lab. I'll tell
Word
you
got
this.
through.
And he's got a little bit of a rasp. Hello, X World. Like he's running out of like he's smoking a cigar and his throat's got sore.
He's wearing in this latest one, he's wearing a Titleist hat.
So let me get this
on the
straight in the
golf course.
future.
Titleist is like, take that off.
Joe Exotic's in jail. OJ's on the 6th tee live streaming on X.
Yep.
And Carol Baskin's a multimillionaire from wishing your aunt happy birthday.
I'm wishing your aunt happy birthday
Where the
and calling
fuck is
you
the
a
justice?
cat and kittens.
Where's the justice in all this?
Yet I can't go to McDonald's without paying 15 cents for a plastic paper bag.
And your kid had his first PD day.
And my kid already had his first PD day. 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks. It's unbelievable.
Okay, now that's a wrap on this week's edition of the pod. Everybody, leave us a review. We want to read some reviews on Thursday, so drop one on Apple. Until then, enjoy.